They told me to talk to you like a stranger because I guess that's what you are now.
East side, west side, all around the town.
I used to live here with my mom and dad. That house was a small island all to ourselves. I'm a homeschooled autodidact. How-to books are the source of almost all I know today. My social education came from social networking, on which I had 7 friends, who were my mom, my dad, 3 cousins from California, oh, and 2 random people. Their names were also Emily, and thought it might be funny to see how different our lives are. There's Funny Emily. She's funny because most of the time, she really couldn't care less what she says, or rather who she curses at. Then there is Hippie Emily. She's 48 years old, and her profile picture is of her 6-year-old miracle baby. Her profile covers a tattoo of some rockstar she got when she was young, and that tattoo has aged with her. This comment did not amuse her. Hippie Emily and Funny Emily are the nicknames we used one time we actually messaged each other. I got nicknames Emily. My mom was a stay-at-home kind of mom. For a long time, the smell of pine sol would overpower her perfume. She loved it though. She called it playing house. Now I play single-parent, low-income, Section 8 household. She's not even great at this game. It's just me, my mother, and I. No thanks, I'm waiting for the 6 o'clock bus.
Look, I'm not usually this clumsy. I'm really sorry.
She was lying. Angela, as I would come to know her, was that clumsy. She was also a pathological liar, whose actions were full of such earnest good intentions that her shifty nature had to be forgiven. I was scared of her at first. The smell of cigarettes clung to her. It was even on the juice she dumped on me.
Where are you going? The bus stop's here.
There's no 6 o'clock bus. I don't know what I'm doing. I believe you're stalking me, and you need to stop. I don't appreciate it, okay?
No, I'm not stalking you. There's obviously something wrong with you, and I'm trying to direct you back to the bus stop.
You're following a complete stranger. There's something wrong with you, okay? Stop! Stop! Leave me alone!
Like that, so you just turn and say that's a this side, and when you turn, the thing hit the student head, so you're facing on the way.
You were right to think that I might be a stalker.
Okay.
And you can't just go around letting random people grab you.
Do you know where I'm going?
And you can't just give random people directions as to where you're going. Yeah, I know where this is. It's on my way.
It wasn't really on her way. Angela was the best kind of liar. In truth, Angela had to take an extra bus and walk to guide me on my way that day. I learned her route through the many future bus rides I would take with her. I suppose that makes me the stalker now. I stalked a girl that cares for strangers.
There are 2 reasons why you should wake up right now.
I don't know you.
Of course you know me. I'm the boy who just stole your wallet. Well, are you going to react?
No, because if you were gonna steal my wallet, you wouldn't have told me. You just want attention.
I woke you up for 2 reasons.
At that moment, I really wanted to be friends with Damon. He was a list maker.
1, if you fall asleep on a bus, you're vulnerable.
second is that you're going to miss an incredible view. Have a good day.
Thank you, I guess?
Are you so casual with all strangers?
No. Well, I haven't really met a lot of strangers.
You're kinda awkward, aren't you?
Well, I guess it's because I'm homeschooled.
What does one do in homeschool?
Well, I learned a lot of how-to things, like I learned theoretical pottery. I've also learned how to make samosas, which I can't eat. I've also memorized all of Emily Dickinson's poetry. Not because she has the same name as me, it's just because I wanted to. And I know how to survive if there is a plane or boat crash.
Oh, well, do you go on a lot of planes or boats often?
No.
Okay.
I usually just stay at home. My parents said that I could become anything I want to be, so I'm gonna become an agoraphobic.
You can't become an agoraphobic. That's belittling to agoraphobics. What did your parents say?
They were okay with it.
Can I say something that might upset you?
No.
I think your parents don't think you can do anything.
I never asked for your opinion. Why would you say that?
They let you do whatever you want. I mean, my parents let me do whatever I want because they don't think I can accomplish anything. Or because they think they're afraid that I can accomplish bad things. But that's because after years of me disappointing them, now they think that way. With you were just born and they thought you couldn't accomplish anything.
Damon was part of the lucky uncaring few. Empathy and sympathy were only habits he had to learn from others. But he had an openness to whoever he met, and people were attracted to that sort of thing. He could make you feel terrible, but then you still found yourself talking to him, fascinated in it all. This is how he gets away with so much, I told you. He's one of the lucky uncaring few.
Hey!
Are you avoiding me? That's kind of funny because we're going to the same place. Besides, what bad can I possibly do?
Bad things? Like stealing someone's wallet? Or telling that person that her dead father didn't think much about her? Just leave me alone, okay?
I guess that sucks. It's all terrible, you know. Life, death. It leaves you with too many questions.
Yeah, like where do online profiles go once you die?
You shouldn't talk about death like that.
Of course I have to. There are more ways to die than to live. I mean, we spend more time existing dead.
That's great news, actually.
How could that possibly be
No
true?
matter how much I know or don't know what I'm good at least I know I'm pretty good at the sleeping around business.
I used to be my mother's baby. When I was near, my dad went wild. Whenever we had company,
Angela got jumped in the trains one day. There was only one way to save us. I saw it happen. I ran away from her. I was shaking. I didn't even call the police. I was more scared to see Angela after I ran away than being jumped. Angela told me that it was right to run because she could fight them off by herself, and that I would have gone in the way. I figured that's her way of saying she was hurt. I don't know what happens now.
I wonder why each night and day I pray the Lord up above to please send me down somebody to love, 'cause nobody wants me. I'm blue somehow. Won't someone hear my plea? Come take a little chance with me, because I'm
David explained that to me. He put it in his own way, of course. He said that the only difference between being scared and being scarred is an R. And since you can always choose what you are, when things happen you can be scared, but being scarred is your decision. He was telling me that I've been a horrible friend. He left me a message for you. He told me to tell you to always count on these kind of things happening. It was a terrible way to put what had happened. It was a terrible message to relay. Eventually, in those many bus rides, I told them about you. And that's when I realized I needed to talk to you too. Angela said all what I had to do was get you to get up. You're doing it wrong, because being in a room all day isn't right, even if wanting to be in a room.
each night and day I pray the Lord up above to please send me down some sweet somebody to love, because nobody wants me. I'm blue somehow.
I may not see them ever again, and that worries me every time I get off the bus stop. Honestly, the smallest thing, like a new bus schedule, a new bus route, that would totally end our friendships. No one stays in our life forever. Not even me. It's not about him, it's not about her, it's not about them, it's about us. And it's about those people who actually stay in our lives despite the fact that our time with them is limited. Mom, that's called living. Living if you're lucky.